Hello everyone and welcome back to Around the Farm. Because of where Dad put the bin here and the slope of the ground, the old auger just wasn't going to cut it as far as getting up high enough. And so we started doing some searching on Craigslist and found this one for a real good price. It's a little bit longer than we were looking for, I guess, but I mean, as you can see, it's a little tight down here and we had to cock her to the side pretty far just to be able to fit through there with the wagon. But I've run it already and everything seems to run all right. Should probably take the gearbox open at some point and check the fluid inside of it, or the gear lube inside of it, just to make sure it's not all gummed up. I think this thing sat for quite a while, but other than that, it seems to be a pretty decent little auger. It is a Coyer brand. One thing we will have to take care of is, at least on this bin, the way that lid flips up, we're going to need a spout extension, whether it's just some drainage tile or if we get the plastic collapsible style, whatever we decide to go with. We're going to need something there so that it can actually drop down into that bin. I was planning on getting some corn today, but it looks like it's going to just kind of rain off and on here, and I don't want to get caught in anything big, so I'm kind of tempted just to wait. But we also, it was, what the deal was, is it was old farmer's son, and the farmer had passed away about a year ago, and so they were kind of selling the stuff that he had sitting around, and there wasn't really enough to have an auction sale or anything, so they were just putting it up on Craigslist. And so we were there looking at this auger and decided we were going to buy it. We were walking over to the pickup to get it and get hooked up, and then I saw a snowblower sitting on the cement pad over there, and I said, "So what's the chance that's for sale?" And he said, "Sure is." And so we made him a deal on that, and one of these days here we're going to be going back to pick that up too, and got a heck of a deal on it. And the reason we're going to need one is because in the wintertime, where we're putting that building, we're going to be coming all the way down this road here, around the corner, and all the way back to the other end of the property there. And so if we got to get something back in that shop and there's a lot of snow, or even just moving equipment in and out of the machine shed for any reason, it'll be really nice to have a snowblower just to blow that out instead of trying to scoop it all out with a tractor. And it'll be nice for doing the driveway too. And so when I get that home, I'll do a little video of that too. Alright, so here's the Lofness snowblower that we bought along with that auger. Got her all hooked up on the 3010 here and got everything greased up and run it over, and it runs good. It's a little too much for the 3010. There's not a whole lot of weight on those front tires, but Dad left the key on the 4020 when he was working on the lights, so the battery's dead. So figured I'd get it hooked up to something and get it going and just make sure that everything's alright with it so that we don't have problems when the snow starts flying. It's not the prettiest beast, but it definitely will get the job done. You can see there they welded a new scraper bar to it because the old one was pretty shot. And then there is one repair that was made right up here where the you-know-what hit the fan by the looks of it. But I spun it over and everything spins pretty straight and true, and I don't think that'll really be a problem. But I had to change the ends out on the hydraulic motor for turning the spout. Not entirely sure what ends it had on it, but it was nothing I'd ever seen before. But thankfully we got a whole box of the John Deere ones laying around, so I put some Deere ends on it, and we'll be good. I had to do some adjustments with the quick hitch here, and you can see there's a bolt missing, but I think that's probably how we're gonna have to do it, just because of the way she's set up. But that'll work good, I think. So start it up and run her for you guys here. And then I'm gonna go park it in the pasture until we get done doing what we gotta do with the 4020, and then we'll get her hooked on there and get that all set up and ready, and that'll probably stay on there all winter then. There'll be really no point in hooking it up and unhooking it. So once we get the building up and everything else is kind of put away, then we'll get the snowblower put on permanently. Thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a like, subscribe, and check back for more. And hopefully I have some updates on the building here in the next couple days because we started construction today.